Hi everyone, it's Joe here at the Leeds Drum Academy again. It's been a while since I last shot a video and I've concluded that I don't want to be shooting a lot of drum lessons. There's a lot of stuff like that out there. Just go on YouTube, there's a lot of good stuff, there's a lot of bad stuff as well, so be careful. But what I really want to talk about today is what do I expect from drum students. And when I say what do I expect, I'm pretty sure I talk on behalf of a lot of drum teachers out there. So, I think that the first thing that we need to understand is that drumming education is quite special. It's a relationship between two people. It's not a classroom. And if that relationship is slightly off, what you'll get as a drum student out of those lessons is just not going to be enough for you to feel progress. And sometimes it's just the synergy is wrong. The energy between those two people is not there. Might be the teacher's fault. I'm not going to deny it. Might be the student's fault. So I'm going to tell you what I expect from my drum students. And this goes for the ones I already have and for the ones that I might have in the future. So the first one, I know it's a cliche, but it's important. I expect you guys to practice. It's almost disturbing how many students go home and they do not follow up on what we worked on. And this happens a lot with students that are in the beginning of their journey. This is when you gotta put the time in. It's so easy to be playing the drums for 1 year, for a year, and barely be able to hold the sticks properly. This is insane. If you're not sure of what you're doing or of what you're supposed to be doing, ask questions. But it's super important that you go home and follow up on it. Look at it this way. If you're paying £100 a month of lessons, okay, you might be thinking, oh, I'm paying £25 a lesson, I'm paying £30 a lesson, whatever the number might be. Break it down daily. Because if you're paying £100 a month, you're actually investing £3 a day on your drumming, roughly. Okay? What does that mean? That means that every day, you gotta make that money worthwhile. You gotta sit down and practice, not just when you come for your drum lesson. So please, guys, make sure you know what the homeworks are. Go home and practice them every day. You know, I know that everyone has at least an hour a day to practice. I don't buy it when people tell me like, oh, I couldn't practice, I was too busy. Unless you are a super successful businessman, come on, you have an hour a day. We all have it. Even I have it. All right, so the second thing I want to talk about is please bring your material back. If I give you a bunch of photocopies, and you have all these written down material to work on, and then a week later you come to your lesson and you have nothing. You have your drumsticks, you come in, you know, like, what's up? And I'm like, where's your stuff? At home. So how am I supposed to follow up on it? Do I have to take, again, 5 or 6 photocopies of the material that I have for you? I'm not going to do that. And I want to help you. So now, you think, I don't expect you to memorize the New Breed book. I don't expect you to memorize the syncopation book. Bring your material. Often I feel that it's lack of organization. My students, I'm pretty sure they look at their practice room or their practice area at their homes and they go like, I have no idea where my sheets are anymore. I'm just gonna go to my lesson and see what happens. If you have a folder, just put all those sheets on file and then just bring your folder. Ta-da! You got your material all the time with you. It's always on you. So, bring your material. And that includes the written material that I give you. That includes a notebook where you take notes. Just bring a notepad, something that you can write on. Bring a pen, bring your sticks, you know. And, you know, the third thing that I want to talk about is please be on time. Because if you're 5, 10, 15 minutes late for your lesson, don't expect me to go 5, 10, 15 minutes over time. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna cut your lesson short. Sorry, but that's the way it goes. The next student doesn't deserve to be, if he or she is here on time, do they deserve to be waiting 15 minutes because you were 15 minutes late? Do I deserve to go 15 minutes later? To go home 15 minutes later than what I'm supposed to because my whole day got pushed forward 15 minutes because of your late lesson? I think you can agree that it's not right. So be on time. I know that sometimes things happen, traffic, whatever, it happens. But if it's consistently, you know what, your lessons are gonna be 45 minutes long and I'm still gonna charge for an hour. It is what it is. I was here on time, so you should be here on time as well. The last one is very important because I feel that a lot of my students have so much energy and sometimes I can even see that it's passion. But when we are having our lesson, please do not play on top of me demonstrating exercises. Unless we're jamming together to a track or something, please don't do that. The last thing I need while I'm trying to demonstrate how to perform an exercise is an echo, and a poor one at that. And it's okay, it's normal that it's a bad echo because you don't know the exercise yet. So please make sure that you listen. Just sit down, calm down, watch and listen. I take lessons myself still, and I barely play during my drum lessons. It's all good. I don't want to play. I want to gather a lot of material. If my teachers ask me to perform, of course I will. And usually they don't play on top of what I'm doing either, so they don't want to confuse me unless they already feel that I'm comfortable enough, and then they kind of join in and we have some fun. But in the learning process, there's a phase that you gotta explore it yourself. So on the other hand, if I'm demonstrating something and you're just making noise on top of it, how can you even understand the nuances of the exercise? You can't, because all you're hearing is already a mashup of the exercise and your little jam session. Don't do it. If I've been teaching for 5 or 6 hours, the last thing I need is to try and power through the noise so I can attempt to show you an exercise that is not even being absorbed because you're playing. Okay? I don't mean to be mean, but don't do it. It's so annoying. All right, so that's it for today's list. I'm gonna shoot another video on what do I expect from parents of drum students. So that should be a fun one. I'll catch you guys later and take care. Good practice. Bye-bye.